Oh, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, don't worry about Rhodey. Rhodey is very gentle and is the Chekhov gun of this episode. All right, everyone, I'm back for another review, and this week I've watched Those Who Wish Me Dead, which is out in theaters and on HBO Max for a couple weeks. And it's the new Angelina Jolie movie with Joe Bernthal, Nicholas Hoult, and it's directed by Taylor Sheridan, who's done stuff like he's written Hell and High Water, and he has the Yellowstone show on TV somewhere. I don't know where, I've never seen it before. Angelina Jolie plays Hannah, who is a veteran smoke jumper, which are people that like parachute into wildfires and try to help people get out or try to assess the damage or save stuff whenever they can. Hannah is relegated to a fire tower out in Montana. Jon Bernthal plays a sheriff in the area who is also the ex-boyfriend who is married to a pregnant woman. What we find out is this dad and his son are having to escape from two assassins because the dad knows something and it's pretty big, but you sort of don't really know what that is because I don't think that's important to the plot, because what the plot deals with is not only Hannah's trauma of not saving some kids from a previous wildfire, but just like she's got PTSD and she's trying to figure out who she is as a person, and she's sort of reckless. And Jon Bernthal is the sheriff in town, and he just wants to make sure his wife is safe, but also he wants to make sure Hannah's not doing anything crazy or self-harming. So Nicholas Hoult and Aidan Gillen play brothers who are the assassins, and they're out to kill anybody who knows this information. So they try to track down the dad and the son, and that's when things get crazy. That's when the wildfire starts. When I think of what Taylor Sheridan has written and done in other movies, it's not as good as Hell or High Water for sure, but it takes a while to get going, but once it gets going, it's really good. At first, I couldn't believe Angelina Jolie as like a reckless smoke jumper slash firefighter, but over time, I realized that's not what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that she is someone struggling with PTSD and losing her own self and not knowing who she is anymore and grappling with that, and she handles that part really well. Firefighter part, not so much, but you know, you take it or leave it. That's not really what the story's about. It's just a hook to make it more exciting. Obviously, Jon Bernthal crushes it as he always does in every show or every movie that he's in. But I think the star here, for sure, is Medina Senghor, who is like amazing in the short time that she's on screen. I liked it. I liked how her character was very charismatic without having to say much, and just like awesome. It was just an awesome character, and it was like it was like John Wick if he was pregnant. And to have the two villains so focused on just one objective, it allowed Angelina Jolie, Jon Bernthal, and Medina Senghor to just like absolutely crush their roles. My only criticism is that this felt like a mini series that was squished into a movie. There was more to explore here than just an 1 hour and 40-minute movie, because there's two separate storylines with Jon Bernthal and Medina Senghor, and with Angelina Jolie and Finn Little, who plays the kid in the movie. It seems like those could have been fleshed out more, and they just weren't. And I was kind of bummed out by that, because it seems like right as it started picking up steam, it lost the steam, and then it was over, and then the movie was over, and everything was resolved. You could have made Tyler Perry's character, oh yeah, he's in this, for just like a hot second, but you could have had more Tyler Perry, who actually, in the time he was in this show or movie, was great. I mean, I've seen him in other stuff. He's like an underrated actor, and I think he could do more with sort of these villainous roles, because we know in real life, dude's not villainous. He's like giving back to the community and whatever. But I think he's got potential to grow into like one of these like character actors who shows up, crushes it, and then goes back, like Jon Bernthal. I just wanted more, and Rhodey agrees with me. If I had to rate this movie out of 10, I would give it 6 out of 10 random horses that appear in the middle of the movie for no reason, only to come back a little bit later, out of 10. It seems to be what's happening in 2021 is these movies that are just fine, that could be a little bit better, or they could be a little worse. But it just seems like we're having middle of the road so far. Nothing other than Judas and the Black Messiah and a few other movies. Nothing's really stepping above what is just normal for a movie. I like the acting in this, but again, I wanted a miniseries. And now, me and Rhodey are going to ride off into the sunset and run away from a wildfire. Oh, that's one other thing. Just like with all other wildfire movies, the fire moves as quick or as slow as you want it to. And hey, this one is better than the Howie Long wildfire movie. I will tell you that. All right.
Un esercito di